was an exciting game. Wasn't always pretty. Really proud of our players. We got here Tuesday. We've been in a hotel. We've had great camaraderie. We had to compete with the Rams for a couple days on the practice field, and a lot of people got a chance to compete. Be a great film for us to look at. And I'd like to say Nate Hobbs did a great job for us. We've got a fine young defender there, and I'll be happy to answer any questions I can.
Jon, a couple of injuries this week to some linebackers. Any update on Javen White and also Nicholas Morrow?
Well, there's a concern, obviously, with Nick Morrow. His foot, he's being evaluated. And Javen White looks like he hurt his knee. So we were out. A couple linebackers. Lee couldn't play tonight. So we're light at linebacker right now. It's a concern. And I don't know, was there another guy you asked about? Or was that it?
Well, Kwiatkowski as well.
Yeah, he's going to be okay. We think he'll be ready to go this week, but he couldn't go tonight.
Javen was having a nice camp. And
I don't want to make any, I don't want to come to any conclusions, but we're going to evaluate him. He's got to get the x-rays, but we are concerned.
Knows for TV Sports TV1. What pleased you the most about the way your offense and defense play tonight?
I just like the way they compete. We're playing a lot of different guys. Some guys are playing a little bit more, I think, than they ever expected to play in the first two preseason games. I like our grit. I think we got some tough guys. I thought Peterman was victimized a couple times with the tipped interceptions, but I like the way he competes, runs around, and I just like the energy on our sideline. Our young people have gotten better and found a way to win 2 football games, no matter what the stakes are.
Nate shows up in about 4 different ways tonight. Run support out there on the wing, on that screen pass, the interception, the pressure to the quarterback. Is he kind of showing that he's able to do a lot of different things?
Yeah, if you watch it carefully, he played nickel to start the game and did excellent there. And then we moved him outside. We have some corners hurt. Damon Arnett couldn't go tonight. Keyshawn Nixon went out early. So he went outside and played very well and made some impact plays. And I don't usually give out game balls for preseason victories, but Nate Hobbs got one tonight, well-deserved.
Would you say that Hobbs has surpassed even your expectations of what you saw from him when you drafted him?
Yeah, I would. I would say that I'm really proud of him. I'm really excited to see what he does in his future. I think we tried to summarize him a couple days ago. He has the it factor. He rarely makes the same mistake twice. He loves football. He eats it up, and he's one of the energizers of our defense. He's walked in here and given us a lot of skills that we can utilize, certainly.
Jon, what did you see from Coach Slate?
You know what? He got kicked, came out of the game on the same play Javin got hurt on. And I just like the way he came back into the game. He showed great energy out of the stack and chased down a quick screen for a critical stop. He's a work in progress. He's getting better and better, and Rod Marinelli is in his grill most of the time. But I did like the way he finished, and his effort was outstanding when we needed it the most.
Hey, Jon, Trayvon Ward made some nice plays early in practice this week, and some of his teammates talked about what they've been impressed with him is how consistent he's been from play to play for somebody that's a rookie. What are you seeing out of him throughout camp and into the preseason games so far?
Well, he has made some plays. He's got range in the back end. He can be an eraser tackle. I think he's a guy that can make the open field tackles against some of the great performers in pro football. We still have a lot to prove there, but we do like the progress he's made. We're young back there. Obviously, Nate Hobbs and Merring, they're going to get a lot of playing time early in this league, and thank goodness we have Ron Milas, I think one of the best secondary coaches, and we've seen progress from both those guys.
Were you making a concerted effort to run to Alex's side?
Yeah, a little bit. We were happy with Leatherwood. We wanted to see him do a couple more things tonight. He was the only starter, really, that went. We didn't let Andre James play, but we like what Alex is doing, and I think he got a couple series or most of the first quarter and fared pretty good.
Coach, what did you see from Philon? He tipped a field goal attempt late in the game.
Yeah, Philon is he's in the mix for a lot of playing time. He can play nose. He can play 3 technique. We're going to get Gerald McCoy on the grass this year for the first time. So with Solomon Thomas, Quentin Jefferson, Philon, McCoy, we have a chance to improve our inside rush, which is something that we have to do in this league. So I think Philon has done well, consistently well, and another big play tonight.
Jon, what went into the decision to not play Marcus Mariota and to to keep Peterman again?
He's just not ready to go physically. You know, he competed against the Rams, but he's limited. You know, we're not calling plays for him right now with the lack of limitation. He's got a quad strain. We think he's got a chance to play against the 49ers, but the way he plays, we do not want to get him out in a live situation and let him cut it loose. He's just not ready to go. And he was ready tonight on an emergency basis, but right now he's just not ready to go.
I know it's more than a week away, but does that third preseason game still kind of take on that dress rehearsal kind of feel to you? Or?
I don't know about that. You know, we're right now we're going to look at our injury situation at linebacker. We've had great practices. We had 2 really good practices against the Rams. So we got to look at the health of our team, most importantly, and we got to see who's on the bubble, who we really need to see to make this football team. And we would like to get some of the guys a few reps, but at the end of the day, I think health and keeping the right 53 is at the top of our list right now.
Sounds like that bubble thing is a good bubble to have, kind of.
Well, it is. You know, we've seen the emergence of some of our young players, and you know, with Gerald McCoy coming to get some at-bats and Divine Diablo returning, Isaiah Johnson's going to jump in and play this week. Carl Joseph didn't play tonight. We're hoping to get him on the grass next week. So, you know, we've got a lot of guys to look at. Mariota hasn't been able to play. So with that being said, we want to continue to see who the backup running back can be. We don't know how long Richard is going to be out. So we're going to continue to do what we think gives our team the best chance to showcase their skills and keep the right guys.
Hey, John, on the health piece, is there any update on the status of Richie Incognito? Looks like he got a little gimpy in practice on Thursday.
Yeah, we think he has a calf strain, and we hope he's ready for the opener. But we don't believe it's serious. Not Achilles tendon related at all, but it's a calf injury, and we'll keep you updated. But right now, he'll be out for at least a week or so.
That's good.
All right. Thanks. Have a safe trip back.
Hey, Marcell, take us through what happened on that play. It looked like a little double move you got there and broke open.
Coach was telling me all week we're going to run a double move for you. So I thought they were going to call it earlier in the game, but he called it during that time. He said, your play coming up. So I just ran out there and just do what we've been practicing all week. So it just worked out how we played it.
How do you feel to have Derek and other guys come over and celebrate with you afterwards?
Oh, man, it's awesome, man. It's so much love between us, man, and just we've been, I've been with Derek for 4 years now, so all them boys, man, it's just so much love and so much just team camaraderie. It's I'm thankful for them, man, just the love and support they give me.
When you come on the road and there's a bunch of Raider fans in the stands, what does that feel like? I mean, in an opposing team's arena.
We just know Raiders travel wherever, you know what I mean? Especially L.A., they won a Super Bowl here, so they travel wherever, and we know the Raider Nation strong, man. So it's always love, and we love seeing it anytime we come here. So it's awesome to see.
You've been on this team for a while now. What does it feel like when you see the guys out there fighting for each other, even like earlier in the week for joint practices?
It's good, man. We're coming together, and we just putting the pieces together a day at a time. And in practice, we really push each other a lot, and just to see how we going out there and just pushing each other and making sure that we make plays. It's what we practice every day, though. So
something feel different about this team?
It does. Just a lot of energy. We have confidence in each other. We love each other, man, and just how we come together, even before all OTAs during training camp. It's been different than from recent years being here.
How would you describe this receiver group, this room we have this year?
I would say strong and confident, man. We just, we especially got Brian and Henry. They're young, but they got confidence, man. They grown into the players that they're supposed to become. John Brown, older veteran. Zay been in the game for a while. Willie Snead. It's just guys like that that's just been there and bring that energy, bring that passion, and that's just kind of what we feed off of. So we we have a lot of love in that room too, man. It's a lot of love in there.
Everyone set? All right.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Marcell.
Tanner, how did it feel to get, I know it's a preseason game, but the first sack in an NFL game?
Oh, it was awesome. When I had my number called in the huddle, I was like, it's time to go. And that dude's really good, really slippery. He almost got away from me, but it was good to get my first sack. And, I mean, you saw it out on the field. I was just ecstatic. It was awesome.
Did you play again? He was in the ACC, right? Did you?
I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Yes, sir.
How was your first trip to LA? You mentioned it before you guys left.
It was awesome. The place we stayed at had a little waterfall, so you go out to eat breakfast. The serenity, you know, it was awesome. And then we got to go against the Rams 2 times, and it was great. We had a good couple days just battling them and just getting better. And I think it really is going to do benefits for us leading on.
What do you think of the crowd out there, the Raider Nation that
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, a lot of black jerseys, a lot of black shirts. It was loud in there, and it was loud when we needed it to be. And can't thank them enough for traveling and coming to see us. It was awesome.
You made 2 plays in preseason on pass rush, the tip ball last week and then the sack this week. Is that, you feeling more comfortable doing that, with that number being called?
Yeah, if that's what I got to do, and I want to do it. I'm coming straight forward, and my mindset is nobody's going to stop me to get to that quarterback. So when my number's called, it's time to go.
Tanner, there's a few injuries in the linebacker core, and seems to be a lot of them happening this week. Do you feel any kind of added like responsibility to step up into the role?
No, not at all. I prepare and I get ready, so I don't, so these things when they do happen, I'm already prepared. I'm already ready. I don't see it as like since somebody's in front of me, I can take it easy or anything like that. I'm always preparing as a starter, and that's just the way it is.
Back-to-back big games by Nate Hobbs. What is it about his game that's kind of impressed you thus far?
Yeah, he's fast, physical, and just a ball hawk. I mean, he you see him just flying around. I mean, he's special for sure.
That's all good? Great.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay, guys. Questions for Nate?
And then Johnson, you got a game ball. How'd that feel getting the game ball from the coach?
It was crazy, cause I'm just a rookie. It was crazy though. It was something I'll never forget.
Hey, we saw you play both inside and outside tonight. I know that's something that you were used to playing outside in college. What kind of do you think you can add to this defense just with that versatility to be able to play at multiple spots on the field?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gaining the coach's trust and they trusted me to play multiple spots. So I feel like when guys go down, like we had a couple guys go down today, they could throw me at corner and fill in. And it's like I said, it's all about gaining that trust. So.
Did they challenge you when you went outside? Is that the play that they challenged you on that deep post, or had you been playing outside prior to that tonight?
What do you mean?
On the long pass before
you. Yeah, I was playing corner. I was playing corner when I picked the ball.
Had you played it prior to, tonight? Had you played that prior to? Because I wanted to know if they saw you out there and said, "Let's challenge 39."
I played like 2 plays like Tuesday practice at corner. The rest was nickel, so not really.
Wow, so that was your first play, basically at outside corner on the pick.
Yes, sir.
What did you see on that play? It looked like you were playing a deep thirds.
Yeah.
How did you kind of read that play?
I just shuffled. I saw 1 sit down and 2 kept going up the seam, so I just climbed. I think it was the type of defense we play. I don't really think it was my play, but I just trying to be a football player, and I saw the ball come at the quarterback hands. I ran to the receiver, and I looked up. The ball was there, so I just grabbed it.
I was watching your reaction on the near sack. Were you a little frustrated that, yeah.
I was so upset. I feel like I should have got that sack, but everybody.
Forced a third down.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'd rather had it, but it's all good. It's football. So.
Most rookies, when they come into the NFL, they talk about the leap from college to the pros and picking up how discovering everybody's so quick and everybody's big and strong. And Nate, you seem to have picked up on it pretty quickly. Have you surprised even yourself on how quickly you've kind of navigated the NFL?
I don't think I really surprised myself because I knew deep down inside, like, I knew I could compete at this level, but it's just amazing to see, like, the opportunity I've gotten because a lot of people don't get this opportunity. So I just thank God every day for the opportunities I've gotten. I just try to make the most of them.
Coach says you don't make the same mistake twice. What goes into that mindset, and just how do you kind of clear your mind when you do make a mistake?
Yeah. Just, I feel like trying to be a pro at what I do. Like, if I'm a professional, I can't keep making the same mistakes. You know, I'm at the end of the day, this is something that they trusted me to do, and they paying me to do it. So I feel like if I'm a pro, I shouldn't be making the same mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. I'm a rookie, and I'm a football player. Even football players, you're not a rookie, you're gonna make a mistake in the game, but don't let it be the same one. So I just try to go about it that way.
What were you reading on that little screen pass where you threw for a 4-yard loss early in the game?
Yeah. Shoot, my man, he just, like, so we switched men, basically, me and the corner. So my man, he just stopped, and he ran it felt like a screen. So I just got my eyes back. It was a screen. I just took off. Came free.
So, like, there's been a lot of really good, really positive notes. You know, first preseason game, you get that big sack, and Jon Gruden talking about how you've got that it factor and gives you the game ball. Do you ever have to remind yourself to kind of stay grounded and not let any of this go to your head?
Not really, because the way you know my mama raised me, I was raised to be humble, and at the end of the day, I feel like it's God put me in these positions. I feel like I'm making the plays and I'm doing what I got to do, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's God put me in this position. I got to give all the glory to Him. So I'm always be humble.
All right. Thank you, Nate.
Excellent.
Appreciate you.